Hello everyone, welcome back to another interesting episode of day 2 of our Coorg trip. If you have missed the first episode, the link is in the description box below. Before we start our day 2 journey, let me show you the property we stayed. We stayed in Hotel Mayura Valley View in a non-AC deluxe room. Everything here was well maintained and clean. The rooms are big and spacious. They did sanitize our luggage upon entry. The room and toilet were sanitized too. As a precaution, we always carry our sanitizer spray and sanitize the commonly touched areas. This property has dine and wine facility. Room services are available too. All the rooms have a gorgeous view of the valley and one can enjoy the sunset from the room or from the dining area. It has a huge parking area and is just a meters uphill from the famous Raja Set viewpoint. If you would ask, where can we enjoy the beautiful sunrise in Coorg? My answer to this is Manlapetti Peak. Manlapetti in the local language is called Magilupette or Magilupet, meaning market of clouds or mist. This is situated about 18 kilometers from Madikeri Circle. The Manlapetti mountain are part of the vast Pushpagiri Forest Reserve. Before you head to this place, here are a few things to keep in mind. This place is open from 6 am until 6 pm all days a week. Entry fees is 25 rupees per person and 1500 for jeep ride. Both have to be paid in cash. No plastics are allowed inside this forest area. All belongings will be checked in the Mandalpatti forest checkpost. From the Mandalpatti checkpost, you can only take your own bike or take a jeep. Entry for private vehicles above two-wheelers is restricted post the checkpost. The jeep halts in the Mandalpatti viewpoint for about 45 minutes. A jeep can also be hired from Abbey Fall Junction. It will take approx 1 hour to reach the viewpoint from Abbey Fall Junction. If you love your car and bike, I would definitely suggest leaving your vehicle at the Abbey Fall Junction and take a jeep from here. Though the road conditions may be good, but steep ascent will put a lot of stress on your vehicle engine. If you have a big CC bike or SUV, then you can drive until the checkpost. The view after the checkpost is breathtaking, and not to forget the bumpy adventures of the ride. If you have joint pain issues or have undergone surgery recently or have elderly ones with you, then better to avoid this place or travel with utmost care. Do not forget to wear a grippy shoe. We started our journey from hotel at 5 am and reached the Abbey Junction by 5:20 am. So guys, this is the place where we kept our car over here and took the jeep. So from here, Manlapetti is about 17 kilometers and you can see a lot of cars over there. So the price that they took from here is 1500, and there's also a check post little bit ahead. If you come by car or bike, you have to just take this road and go there, and in the check post over there you can you have to park your private car and board jeep, and if you're taking a bike, then you can go to the last point till where motorable vehicles are allowed or jeep is allowed in that matter. So this is the point, you can see. We took jeep from Abbey Falls Junction. From here, it will take about 45 to 60 minutes to reach the viewpoint. Before boarding the jeep, the driver will brief you on the charges, entry fee, and no plastic zone. As there is a waterfall named Kotte Abbey Falls on this route, please inquire if your driver can combine it with this trip. This waterfall is very less known and beautiful. We missed it. If you carry drone, ask the jeep driver once if it is allowed to fly the drone in this viewpoint. As in few blogs we saw drones were flown and in few it was not allowed. Hold tight to something and enjoy the ride in this jeep. The actual off-roading starts after the checkpost. It's about 3 kilometers from the checkpost to the viewpoint base. From the base, you need to climb uphill and enjoy the breathtaking view. When we went, the sun was already out and it was too windy. The wind was so strong that it was very difficult to climb or shoot. We boarded off the jeep, and this is the last place till which you can come in jeep. Let me show you from here. You have to climb that uphill path to reach the Mandalapatti peak or the viewpoint. Let me try to show you the way. As you can see, the distance is not big, but make sure you note the number of your car or the jeep because there will be too many jeeps parked here. So this is the gate from where you have to enter for the viewpoint. As you can see, there is no stairs, so do wear grippy shoes such that it's easy to climb up and also easy while coming downhill. After this, we headed back to the jeep and went back to the Abbey Fall Junction and took a short tea break over there. From this junction, Abbey Fall is 3 kilometers on the left. We reached the parking lot by 8:55 a.m. The word Abbey means waterfall in Kodavatak language. Abbey Falls was initially named as Jesse Falls. The first British reverend of the Coorg, when visited Abbey Falls, fell in love with the unparalleled beauty. He then dedicated and named this waterfall as Jesse Fall, after the name of his daughter. Post independence, the waterfall and the surrounding area was taken under control of government, and later this area was bought by Mr. Neeravanta B. Nanai from the government. He then transformed the natural forest area and cultivated farmlands with coffee and various spices. So if you visit this place, you'll find a lot of coffee plantation along with other spices like pepper. Plant over there, those are pepper plants, but these are coffee plantations are everywhere. This is the first view of Abbey Fall. Yes, that is the pepper plant, and the birds over there are the pepper. If you can see, those are pepper in raw form. So when is it becomes red, you get white pepper, and when it is sun dried in this stage, you get the black peppers. So these are coffee beans that you see. Not sure on the variety, but these are raw right now. I'll just show you how it looks when it ripes up. So if you can see that red cherry coffee beans, so this is how it becomes when it ripes. So these are then sun dried for around 70 to 90 days, post which you get coffee seeds. So those are the red coffee beans that you see when it ripes in the tree. So this plant is full of red coffee beans. So if you're coming to Abbey Fall, you can actually see a lot of spice trees over here, explore them, and I think so it's the same thing that you will be seeing in most of the spice farms as well. Same coffee and pepper with other spices.
After this, we had breakfast and headed back to our hotel. We took some rest and then we explored some other places in Coorg. Madikere Fort was first built in the last quarter of 17th century by Mudu Raja. There was a palace built inside the fort as well. It was rebuilt into fort of stone and brick by Tipu Sultan. In 1814, the fort was built with mortar and bricks by the Lingarajendra Wadeyar II. There has been battles which the fort has seen and thus represents a rich historical and cultural background. In 1790, it came under the control of Doda Veera Rajendra. Later, it was renovated by Tipu Sultan. This construction was followed by the renovation by the king Linga Rajendra Wadeyar II. British also renovated this fort twice. In the year of 1933, a clock tower and a portico to park the commissioners' cars was added to the complex. Upon entry, there is a church which you will see. Recorded history says that there was a temple dedicated to Virabhadra which was removed by the British in the year 1855 so as to build an Anglican church in its place. Now it has been converted into a museum. Entry fee to this museum is rupees 10. No videography or photography is allowed. We went here and it takes about 15 minutes to complete the tour. Here you will see many artifacts from 12th to 19th century. The clock tower building is under renovation and the Kote Mahaganpati temple was closed.
So this is the building which is closed and under renovation. The roof have collapsed and I can see there are a lot of patchworks going on. So that's the fort boundary. So we go inside this. If you go inside this gate, there is a small temple over here. We'll just go inside after some time and see how it is. And there far where you can see some people over there, there is a two statues of elephant. And from there, I think so there is a gate from where you can walk on this fort boundary and can see it. This is the Kote Ganpati temple which is inside the gate. Closed because of pandemic. Inside there is another gate over here. So this is the place from where we have to climb up. Let's go. That was the museum. From there we walk here. That's the building which is closed. These are the two elephants. That's it.
From here, we went to Bailakuppe. Bailakuppe is the second largest Tibetan settlement in the world outside Tibet after Dharamshala. This is a place mostly famous for Namdroling Monastery, Golden Temple, and the Tibetan cuisine. We went to a restaurant named the Tibet Kitchen and tried these from their menu. Since the famous monastery of this area, the Golden Temple, was closed due to COVID situation, we had a small detour to a small stupa on the way, and the caretaker over there allowed us to get in and do the prayer and offerings from outside the main temple or the main stupa, um, and it was a really good experience. From here, we headed back to our hotel and enjoyed another beautiful sunset from the property.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see
Before we end this
from
episode,
up here.
let me share a small experience we had. When we were parking our car near Madhigari Fort, we saw this puppy shivering in cold. When we offered him some food and water, we did notice his left leg had injuries. We couldn't leave him in such condition and thus searched for a veterinary hospital. Luckily, we found one a few meters downhill from the fort's main gate. Uh, I took him in my arms and we headed to the hospital. This little one fell asleep in my arms itself. After inspection, doctor informed us there is major fracture in his leg. So we couldn't take him with us. Thus requested the doctor to give him some medicine for relief. Uh, the doctor over there
So
was
that's the
really
puppy
kind that they didn't
who
even
was not
charge
keeping well.
us anything for the checkup or
So
the injection of
we gave him
paracetamol.
water, we gave him
Since we couldn't keep
a
him
cloth
with
that I
us,
used to
we
wipe
left
my
him in
car.
the same place and gave him
He's
a
doing
cloth
fine now.
such that he could
Seems
be
to be good
warm.
now.
While
Sleeping
leaving,
because
we
he
met
got a
him
painkiller
again and saw him
and
asleep. Hope that his
hope
mummy will come and take care of him.
he's good.
We felt very happy that day that we were able to help him.